Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Battenberg Blondies. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large heat-proof bowl, and into that place your chocolate followed by the butter, then place in the microwave and melt on 30-second increments until the liquid has melted, the butter has melted and become liquid, and the chocolate is softened. So for me this was around a minute and a half. Take it out, whisk until it's smooth, then add in your sugar and whisk until it's fully incorporated. It will make it a little bit granular and come together, but don't worry, this is completely normal and what you're looking for at this stage. Then add in your eggs and your vanilla extract, and not forgetting to use your almond extract as well, and just whisk this in until it's fully incorporated. It does take a little bit of time, but once you're looking for it to be smooth and glossy, it will be quite liquid, but that's completely normal. Then add in your plain flour and your chocolate chips, and then just mix until it's fully incorporated and there's no traces of a single ingredient. It does take a little bit of time, but just be careful, as you can overmix at this stage. The more careful you are and the less you mix it, the better the end result will be. So just do that, and then it should look something like this. It should be studded with white chocolate chips. Transfer that into your base or your pan, which has been lined with some parchment paper, and just spread and level it out as best as you possibly can. You don't necessarily need to, as it's quite a liquid mix and it will do it on its own, but just to help assist it, just help do that. I then take dollops of chocolate spread, which I've coloured pink and yellow for the colours of the Battenberg, and then just place dollops on top of the Blondie batter. And again, you can do this however you'd like. You don't even have to do this if you don't want, but I don't think I've made Blondie in about 4 or 5 years without adding on top. So I just like to do this because it adds a bit more colour, flavour and a bit of texture. But the one thing I will say, it does make this recipe very sweet. Once you've got your dollops of chocolate on top, you can then go ahead and take a butter knife and just swirl it around until you're happy. And again, it looks quite pretty and it'll still show once it's baked, and when you cut into it you'll be able to see the cross section of where the colours have all merged and come together. And again, one thing I'd recommend, I added my Battenberg before, but I'd recommend adding it later on or after, but it's easier to add in before, as they did go a bit darker but they wasn't burnt. So just keep that in mind if you are making these. And then you can go ahead, place it into your preheated oven and bake it off. The following day, once it was baked, I then added on some white chocolate chips. Let that cool, chill in the fridge until the following day, and then the following day I cut it up and into as many or as few pieces as you'd need. I'm cutting mine into 8, but feel free to cut yours into more or less. It really depends on how many people you want to serve or how many people you want to give these to. So just keep that in mind and cut accordingly. So here are what my blondies look like. As I said, they should be quite dense like this, and keeping them in the fridge really helps with that. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.